All right, got some brand new Morchang in the mail. It's a very special unboxing. We have some Ghorka and we have some Rekha and also Bhagvana, which I had one Bhagvana they threw in on the last order, my Bhagvana tailless. And I absolutely loved it. I'm like, oh, I need to get some more of these. So I had them make some more. And Bhagvana is one of the first, if not the first, third generation maker there in Rajasthan. That's passed down from father to son, from father to son. And amongst this harp, what I noticed about it is it's a good blending of styles, and I really, really enjoyed it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this cut open. And also, one thing to think about for the beginners out there and for the people out there who have never played a Morchang before, as you approach advanced instrument like a Morchang, you need to have a grasp of that open-close glottis technique. I have actually had a good Morchang in my collection for almost 2 years before a friend of mine turned me on to the open and closed glottis technique. And then after that, Morchang just clicked in my mind. Before, they didn't make sense. I didn't know what to do with the Morchang. After I learned that open-closed glottis technique, it just really opened up my mind to it. So I'm going to post in the description down below some links to my tutorials on that open-close glottis technique, because the major failing when people approach a Morchang or unsaturated instrument for the first time is that they don't have that open-close glottis technique. But anybody can learn it, and it requires an open mind because they are an advanced, what I would call an advanced style of instrument. I actually think that it's better to start off on an unsaturated instrument than go into saturation, then start off on saturation and go to unsaturated. For those out there who are wondering, saturation is an abundance of the higher overtones of an instrument that leads to the crackling. So there's no really super crackling, breathy nature to these instruments. These are a different beast. If I can get them apart. Okay, so here. Packaged very well. Totally encased in steel for the long journey from Rajasthan, India. Oh my, there we are. I'm probably not going to play every single one in here because I want to keep these brief. We'll find the Bhagvana. Okay, so here are some Bhagvana. These are not as tailless. These are more of, looks like more of a traditional Morchang design by Bhagvana. I see two different decorations on these. I see the eyes on there, and then I see hash marks. So it's kind of decorated half like a Rekha, half like something we see from Mohan. So this is a blending of styles. I believe you learned from different makers. I'm seeing some of these have been tempered. Let's play the first one. I'm seeing, yes, very good tight gaps. This one has a spiral trigger. The rest of them do not, of this. At a sharp 90 degree angle. Let's see what we come up with here. And we're going to be bringing the mic back in front of us. Taking a gander at this. Pretty smooth back where the mouth goes. I like the way it's gapped. The trigger is more to 90 degree than most of the Morchang that I see. That's pretty much perpendicular. A short tail on the end. We'll give these a wiping before I play them. Then they're all going to be oiled, and before I nail harps off, I always sanitize them with alcohol and oil them with clean coconut oil. Yeah, those are gap nice. High-pitched, stiff-reeded. I'm getting a little bit of breath in there, a little bit of whoosh to what I would call a drone, but harps are a droning instrument anyways. I'm just using these as my own representation of what I'm hearing and feeling off the instrument. I like that. Kind of a carnival music type melodic. Stiff, very responsive. Got coconut oil right on my face. Very responsive reed. I believe there should be some tailless in here as well. We're going to play, we'll play all these maybe. Have my work cut out for me, cleaning and oiling all these. Nice, tight gaps. One side is slightly closer than the other. Another at a, I would say it's recurved in slightly. loop, no spiral on this one. No draw, decently tidy tone. I would say they remind me somewhat of a Rekha harp, a little bit different tone. Ooh, that one has really consistent. I like the way that one's gapped. We're tightest at the bottom, then we flare out at the tips, which is my favorite style of gapping. Very, very tidy. Let's take this one for a walk in the park. Almost no breath, really clean and tidy. That's the words I'm using today. I've been stuck on clean and tidy tones. I just unboxed a whole bunch of Sisyuk, and they were just clean and tidy. I like these. I like the design too. I like that etching on that, and then the eyes, and then nothing on the back. Where I put my lips, I like there to be no decorations, but I don't want a decoration where my teeth go. I like that to be smoother, so I like that. Yes, the gaps are getting better on these as well. Slightly recurved. I wouldn't say recurved. It's slightly inward from a 90 degree. Oh yes, the tones are getting better on these. I like those. I like them. Let's keep this moving. Need a bigger table maybe, or need to keep my table more tidy. There I go, using tidy again in the sentence. I kind of latch, when I drink caffeine, I kind of latch onto a couple words, and that's all I want to say. Yeah, 5 of the same design. I'm going to call this his traditional. They didn't send him with any names. Oh yeah, those are nice. I'm going to call this his traditional Morchang. The tone is so clean, it allows my percussives to really shine through, doesn't overwhelm anything. I'm getting good, I'm going to call them articulations, good, decently clean overtones. I would say there's a touch of a drone. They're not like as droney as Ghorka, and I know that people are going to correct me, that the harp or Morchang or all types of jaw harps are a drone instrument. The drone is what I'm referring to as the going on in the background, so I'm getting just a touch of that, but it's very well done. It's easy to work with. Let's see what else we got here. I think I got some Ghorka tailless, which I'm not going to play all the tailless. Tailless are a favorite of mine as well. Yes, these are the large Ghorka tailless. Oh, and they're beautiful. Oh, look at that. Ooh, these are bigger. Oh, look at that. These are my favorite. Some of them have draws, some of them do not. It's mostly because of the way they're packaged. We'll play one. Those are just beautiful. These are probably the biggest tailless I've got in so far. I got one with a draw, one without. I can tell just by looking at it which ones will draw. Oh, that's beautiful. And those are, yeah, the tailless, they're getting bigger. Those are bigger than the tailless I've gotten in the past. Oh, those are nice. Play a couple more of these, and we'll go back and we'll find the Bhagvana tailless. We'll play one with a draw. I'm going to start offering the tailless now with a draw. Oh, those are consistent gaps. Draws always make it dirtier. Draws like a pencil. I love it. We're going to keep this unboxing moving. We're already at 10 minutes, and we have just scraped the surface. I like to keep my unboxings less than 30 minutes. That doesn't always happen, though. Oh yes. Going to my good friend George. This is looks to be larger than most of the Afghan. This is a copper Afghan. I'm just gonna guess that it's Ghorka because of the markings. No draw. I'm gonna get more of those coming. I like that. I think I've got one more amongst this unboxing. This will go to my good friend George. I like the aged look of the copper there. Very, very nice. The consistency and the quality of the Ghorka and the Rekha are definitely going up. I'm really enjoying that. Let's see if I can find these Bhagvana. For time, I could reuse all these rubber bands, but for time purposes, normally I snip them. I buy rubber bands in bulk. I've started buying packaging in extreme bulk. I just ordered 1,000 biodegradable shipping mailers. The ones I use, the shrink wrap. Anytime you get a heart from me, the shrink wrap and the I can't even think. The shrink wrap and the poly mailers are biodegradable. There's another different version. We have eyes all the way around. Seeing that same style of Bhagvana trigger, almost at a 90, slightly recurved. Oh yes, that is clean. Oh, Bhagvana, I like you. This is a newer maker too. I'm so excited to have these, and it's so cool that it's being passed on from father to son, and each maker there in Rajasthan has their own unique style, own unique sound. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice gap. That's a nice looking harp. I see there's a tiny little spiral in there. Strong tone. Oh, that is meditative and melodic all in one. We'll play all these. What are we? We're at 12 minutes. Keep this moving. Yes, Bhagvana, you be going places. Another tighter gaps. Yes. The circle eyes all the way around. More piercing, more of a buzz, more of a bzz, 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 bzz. We'll come right forward just a tad. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Where are we at? There we are, right there. Touch of saturation with that. That'd be good to start somebody off on. Not as saturated as like a Glazerin or a Jerome or something like that. That would be a really good one to start somebody off on, provided they can take. Another thing to think about when you're approaching a Morchang is that you're going to be dealing a lot of the times with a little bit more stiffness. So it is an adaptation to make holding a harp that's a little bit stiffer. Getting used to. Oh, yes. That's super tight in a couple places. Oh, that is just wonderful. Look on this. I'm seeing that this might be heat tempered a touch like a Ghorka. I'm seeing some straw coloring. Yes. Oh, that is just so pretty. That buzz, it has that buzz in there and a touch of saturation, but it is just the right amount of mix. I like it. Bhagvana, You are getting an A from me. I am really enjoying this. And they feel a different flavor from the Rekha, a different flavor from the Ghorka that I played, different flavor from Mohan. These are ground in much the fashion. The reeds on them are ground chisel grind, much like we see on the Ghorka. This last one, yes, good gaps. Slightly closer near the center here. Very clean. Okay, let's unbox some more. We're not going to do this whole unboxing. I'm not going to shoot all of the Ghorka or the Rekha. I don't remember which ones I've got. I've got another Ghorka, Rekha, and possibly I might add some more Bhagvana to this next order they're building right now. See if we can find the scissors. Let's see if we can find the Bhagvana tailless, which is the one I kept for my collection. The Bhagvana we've unboxed so far, I would call more like a traditional Morchang with a twist. Oh, look at these. Here are the Bhagvana tailless. Kind of a straw color. I'm seeing a spiral trigger. The reeds are done with a chisel grind. Good gaps. Let's get an ear on it. Give it a wipe. Gonna have to be cleaning off. There's still evidence of forging and evidence of tempering on there. I'm going to be cleaning these off real well, sanitizing them, oiling them up. Get a listen on the tone. Good feeling harp. It's gonna be nice on the lips. Very bassy for a Morchang. The reed on it feels like there's a lot of snap. It feels every time I hit is bap, bap, bap. But I would say it's medium in volume, very meditative, clean, with a touch of something else. I could trance out to that for sure. Bassy for a Morchang, so that's where I'm talking about. We're getting the blending of styles. We're having some some attributes or some details that I would attribute to Vargan. So we're having a blending of styles here. Here's another one. Recurve trigger, spiral wound. Good gap, some minor inconsistencies. Not enough to throw anything off. Here, I don't get hung up on gap consistencies. What I like is sound and tone. That plays like some of the Vargan I play. Okay, now moving forward, we'll play a couple more of these tailless. That one, I'm betting that one's bassier. We're seeing a taller trigger than a lot of other harps. I would say, it's on par with the new tailless. The new tailless are pretty big of the Ghorka. Very bassy, non-saturated. Play a few more of these. I'm not sure if there are any more Bhagvana after this. I'll have to cut some of these open. I know I've got a lot of tailless. Oh yeah, those are exactly the gaps I want to see. Listen to the bell ring. Like a church bell. Oh, those are good. That is my favorite of the tailless thus far. Is there a microphone on? I should check. I received a phone call earlier and it interrupted the video, so I restarted it where I left off. What are you going to sound like? Some of these last couple have been bigger, beefier, but more of coming down to a really stylish beak. Very, very good. Okay, let's see what else we got. I'll play a few more. I don't know if there's any more Bhagvana. I don't even remember what all I ordered. I ordered so many harp and so many more, and I kind of lose track. They all blend together. For upload schedules and for unboxings, I've got lists. Ooh, more Bhagvana. We're going to play a few more of these Bhagvana. These look to be more of the tailless. Oh, here we're coming up. Those were kind of some bassy tailless. Maybe we'll call that on the website. We'll call that a tailless bass is what we had just played previously. I'm going to call these a tailless mid-range. Oh, that is pleasing. I am glad that I played a few of these. Let's play a few more of them. We're probably going to be looking at 30 to 40 minutes for this entire unboxing. We'll keep the mids off to the side, or maybe they're a mix. This one is probably going to be bassier, being as I see a spiral trigger. Nice looking straw color. Much stronger tones played inward. That's a common theme amongst Morchang and Munop. They play better inward. If you're going to play a Morchang or a Munop, I would suggest playing them mainly, predominantly inward. We'll play another one. Yeah, Bhagvana, you are going to go so far as a maker. I'll play these last three quickly. Ooh, gnarly deep tone, really bassy, very flexible reeded. I don't know whether that's, yeah, we're ground thinner in the center. I'm seeing that it got a little bit more tempering in the center. Tempering, I believe, draws the hardness back as well. I enjoy tempering harps of my make as well. I like the effect that it gives. This one's going to require a little bit more cleanup. I'll probably put it on the wire wheel, but the gaps are exactly what I want. Slightly recurved, long trigger. Yeah, so we'll play one more of the Bhagvana, and then we'll keep this moving. The rest might be Ghorka. We've seen so many Ghorka in the past. I'm not going to play all of them for this unboxing. See what you are. Yes, nice gaps, flaring out slightly at the tips. Well, that's pleasing. Very consistent. Normally, out of every unboxing of 30 to 40 harps, I'll have one that clicks. For most makers, I'll take it out to the anvil and I'll adjust it to get it from clicking. I haven't had any of those this unboxing. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's such an exciting time in the harp world. So many people are finding out about the harp. Oh, more. I mean, I ordered a ton of Bhagvana tailless. Let's give a couple more of these a play. They kind of range about from bass to mid-range. Very good bell ring. Let's see what, oh, did I oil that? I gotta make sure after I play them, wipe, oil. And I'll have, maybe 2-3 hours on these. These have been well oiled. I didn't see any that were rusted. Initially, when I started ordering Morchang, they would always arrive at least partially rusted. But we've been doing very, very well with getting harps that are oiled and rust-free, and I like that. So thank you for sending these and packaging them and oiling them. More and more. Oh, wow. I might have got 40 Bhagvana tailless. This is a lot. Where are we at? There we are. I'm biting too hard, I think. Let's see where we're at. There it is. That one I might take the anvil and give it a slight tap. Yeah, right there is where it needs adjusted. When you're dealing with 8 to 10 pounds of harps being shipped all next to each other, sometimes you'll get one that just gets ever so slightly bent. But luckily, I had a maker teach me how to place them on an anvil, tap it, and take that right back out. Oh, those are perfect gaps. Oh, some of these are just beautifully toned. Anyways, we'll play one of the Bhagvana to finish out. Anyways, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harpery. I love y'all. Keep your harps clean, keep them dry, keep them oiled. Be good to each other and harp out.